All right, we're going to move on to 27.
The question mark becomes a sentence. Every silence finds a voice. Number 27, top 40 classic. Number 27, top 40 classic. A new chapter.
All right, before we get started, if breezy where Madeline is, let's take a look at this real quick.
My aha moment came to me at 36 when my doctor said, "You're close to menopause." I fell off my chair.
First, there's all that talk about becoming a woman, your period, and then motherhood. Can she? Will she? And when you feel like you finally figured it out, the conversation stops.
At Stripes Beauty, we're aging with you. We feel you, we see you, we hear you. What comes after the period shouldn't be a question mark. Women spend 1/3 of their lives going through the stages of menopause, but no one talks about it. 9 in 10 women never learn about menopause, and on average, doctors only spend 2 hours learning about menopause in med school. We want to normalize the conversation around menopause and destigmatize this life change, celebrating women who want to age with confidence, comfort, and above all, community. To make life after the period your best act yet.
Kyle, over to you.
It said it all right in that film. So placing at number 27, Corner Table Creative for Stripes Beauty. Talk to us about it.
Thank you, guys.
Why don't we start with first of all, congratulations. Let's start with the strategy. That's always a good place for us to start.
Yeah, I mean, I think we dug into a lot of research, and I think in finding that it all sort of kept coming back to like, this feels like such a obvious idea in the way that like we aren't talking enough about menopause, and I never hear the word perimenopause, and there was such educational sort of light bulb moments throughout this entire process. And I think in that we really wanted to make sure that we were making this seem just like a no-brainer. Like, of course we should be talking about this. Of course there should be more resources and communities and products for this stage of life. It is a stage of life that it takes you can be in it for like, I think maybe I might get this wrong, but Sarah, keep me honest here. I think like on average 11 to 10 years between peri and menopause. And that's a long time. And so I think, it really, some of the facts that we uncovered of, on average in med school, you spend 2 hours learning about this, when again, that affects such a massive part of our lives. And then, 9 out of 10 women are never taught about menopause either. We spend a lot of time in school learning about periods and sex and all these other sort of parts of life, but that is never one of them. And so really just wanted to create a piece of work that would spark this like, duh, and why aren't, this sort of like bigger question of why isn't this more widely talked about, and generate some awareness for that.
Yeah. And well, you're under the category little budget, big impact. So, I mean, you had what, $30,000, but you also had a celebrity attached to it. That doesn't hurt, I'm sure. But tell me how you got it done with such a small budget.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was work that was so important to us, and the Stripes Beauty team is incredible. And they are incredibly collaborative, scrappy team that like Stripes Beauty is still very much a growing brand, and it is founded by Naomi Watts, who is incredible as well. And again, it's a mission that we really believed in. And so we wanted to all put our heads together and figure out how we could bring something like this to life in a short amount of time, and in time for International Women's Day.
Yeah.
And so we really audited, what do we have to work with? What have they filmed in the past? What brand assets are available to us? And it was a bit of a mix. So we leveraged an existing brand video, which is where you see Naomi interacting with the products and sitting in that chair. We sliced that with brand new audio that Naomi so kindly recorded for us. And then leveraging some stock materials, graphics that our incredible design team put together under Sarah's creative direction. And I think brought together a piece that, was using a lot of different pieces, but I think a result that feels very cohesive and, again, very powerful in that story.
To the team in the office, sometimes up like a carny ride, that seems to be the corner table creative way sometimes, because things do move quickly. How did you all approach it creatively, production? Because you are a finely tuned, well-oiled machine.
Yeah, our design director, Crystal, isn't in the room right now, but I feel like we just partnered super close on that video. We were probably in text threads with the clients, trying to understand Naomi's schedule to make sure that she had the right script to read for us, and oftentimes getting single day feedback, which again, is a testament to the clients and how collaborative and easy to work with they are. But yeah, and I think we also engaged the entire team to help source all those things in the collage and that beginning piece. So it was really a team effort. We also had another fantastic designer owning some of the key art that also showed up in organic, social, and in paid. And so, yeah, it was definitely a full team. And I think that's, like you said, that's really how we operate. If we need something to happen, we send out a call to the team to help.
I will say this. Kyle and I have interviewed some, very famous people over the years. There are, listen, it was our job, right?
Yeah.
And so it's part of your job to be professional, but Naomi Watts, I mean, you kind of had to fanboy girl a little bit. I mean, she's remarkable.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
we did.
The mission that I think her, focus on this mission and making sure that other women feel so supported.
Exactly.
Coming out of an experience that she had where she did not feel that, I think is just so incredible. And she is such a badass person.
Yeah.
So it was really incredible to be able to partner with her and the team to bring that to life.
Candor and honesty, especially in the celebrity world, not necessarily in grand supply, but especially with a topic this important, to be able, it's just clear that there's far more to this than meets the eye. And there are so many different layers to what she hopes to accomplish. It's very, very clear. And I think it not only in the product, but also in the marketing and the way that it just felt. Kyle, I mean, it was, yeah, there was a gravity and accessibility to it, I guess, is where I'm going with that.
Yeah,
that's great to hear.
No, it's one of those subjects that, I mean, yes, it's being talked about more, but it hasn't been. And to have a celebrity like this, a platform like this, and products that help people with it, I think it's just a really great package, and I think you guys really captured the essence of it. So
yeah, what's next
on a little budget? Yeah, what's next?
What's next?
Next is
big budget, even bigger impact. No,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
We were able to actually produce a large scale production with Naomi after that campaign, which is great. We put together a new kind of like a hero brand video for the brand. So we did get to meet Naomi. We got to work with her in person, which was fantastic.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. Well, listen, congratulations. Always a pleasure. Those of you in the office, I don't know if you know this or not, but you are going to be volunteered for something in the coming months. Right, Madeline?
Right.
Okay. We'll get more information over to you, but congratulations, everybody. And thank you so much for supporting everything we do here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
See
you.
again.
You.
All righty.